Hi, it's Cheryl with Home Ridge Studio. Today I have 2 more Santa Claus ideas for you. And then after this video, we'll be diving right into winter projects. With all that being said, I want to say thank you. If you are a return subscriber, I appreciate you so very much. If you are not a subscriber, consider. It is totally free, and I have a lot of cool ideas coming up that you won't want to miss. With all that being said, let's get into the first project. And this is a lighted Santa ring. I don't really know what you call it. And this is what you're going to need. This is a car cloth from the Dollar Tree. And you're going to need one of these. And a sleigh that's an ornament. So far, everything is from the Dollar Tree. Those are presents. I just took them apart and put them in a baggie. And a Santa Claus, a wooden Santa Claus. And this is tube confetti. We're going to need the red, or you can use red glitter. 3 of these lighted reindeer. A Merry Christmas sign. And some glitter vase filler. We're going to use the gold. And this is also from the Dollar Tree. We're going to use the large hoop. And you're going to need some Mod Podge. And also you're going to need some red paint and some white paint. And this is holographic gold glitter. And it's so cool. I love it. We are going to paint these reindeer. And this is a red chalk paint. I don't know what it's called, but it's not Waverly. I think it's from Hobby Lobby. And I'm painting these reindeer all over, the front, the back, the inside, everything, because we're going to put glitter on top of them after we're done painting them, and I don't want to see the wood through. So we got to paint the whole thing. And now we're going to put Mod Podge on this sleigh so we can paint that also, and the paint will stick on it. And the whole sleigh gets painted with Mod Podge, including the, I don't know what you call them, runners. I think they are. And this is white, and it's chalk paint, and we're going to paint Santa white. But we're going to put glitter on him too, but we don't want to see the wood through it. That's why I'm painting all these. And now we're going to take that car cloth, and we're going to kind of measure it out. Now, if you can't find one of these pieces, you can use a wood block. Anything will do, as long as it's, narrow, thin and narrow. And I've just cut out that car cloth to fit this piece, and I'm gluing it inside. I'm just putting some hot glue in there and clipping it off until it dries on both sides. And now we're going to put the circle ring on it. And I'm measuring it to find out where the middle is, and then I'm just going to cut like a little slit in the middle, because I think it'll adhere to the cardboard underneath it better than if you just try to glue it on top. Plus it has like a little area that kind of, it'll sink and rest into that. And put a good amount of hot glue on that. And then as you can see, I'm kind of pushing that in and covering it. And that's got to hold for quite a while. I had to lean it up against something so it would stay. And now that the Mod Podge is dry on the sleigh, I'm going to paint the whole entire thing red. And let that dry. And now I'm cutting just a very small piece of that leftover car cloth out to hide and to put on top of the ring and to hide it, and it will give it more stability too. So a generous amount of hot glue on both sides, and then I just take my little spatula, my handy dandy spatula from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just kind of pushing that in underneath the ring. Lots of hot glue on that, and it holds pretty well too. I wasn't sure, but it did. It holds well. I mean, you don't want to pull it from the top, when you're moving it, but it works. Or you could probably put E6000 on it, but I didn't do it. So now I'm putting Mod Podge just on the front of all 3 of those reindeer. And now I take the tube confetti and I'm putting it on wax paper, and then I just kind of push the reindeer into the tube confetti, and then wherever there's holes, just sprinkle some more of that on there. And do it to all 3 of them, and then let that dry. Now we have that holographic gold glitter, and I think I got that from Walmart, by the way. And I'm putting Mod Podge on the Santa. And I have those 3 presents. You can see the present at the bottom there by the reindeer. I painted those 3 white too, and I guess maybe I didn't film it or I cut it out. Anyway, Mod Podge on the Santa and on the 3 presents, and then put that gold holographic glitter, and then let those all dry. And here I'm just pressing it in to the glitter that's all over the wax paper. I like to use wax paper because you can crumble it up and throw it away. Plus nothing sticks to it. Okay, so now we're going to arrange our pieces. And before I glue them, I kind of arrange them and eyeball it to see where I want them placed. I hot glued these reindeer down 2 times just to make sure that they don't move. So every piece of the reindeer that touches the hoop, hot glue that to the ring, or hoop or ring or whatever. So this is the base filler, and there are 3 different sizes. There's small, medium, and large. And I'm just taking various sizes and just gluing them around the ring. And some places there's 1, some places there's 2, some places I put 3 in all different shapes. And then I have that Merry Christmas sign, and I just put Mod Podge on it, and I put the gold holographic glitter on that and hot glued that to the top. And this is what it looks like when it's all lit up. And our next project, and this is the last project. There's only 2 this time, and it's a Santa Claus wreath, and this is what you're going to need. So you can take a wreath from the thrift store and pull off all the pieces of flowers. I got this for a couple bucks at my local thrift store. I like the wreath, but instead I decided that I was going to use that wreath form from the Dollar Tree. This Santa Claus was from Michael's, and I think it was like $16.99, but I got it 60% off. You can make a Santa Claus. In my previous video I'll show you how to make the face anyway, or you can buy it. So you'll need a bunch of those flowers, those wooden flowers. You'll need some red paint, pine cones, and then some greenery picks to fluff out the top of it. And I believe the picks are probably from Hobby Lobby or maybe Michael's, but I know you can get some from the Dollar Tree. They're just not as full. Now you can paint these wood flowers, but it would take a long time to get into all the creases, so I'm putting a generous amount of paint in a baggie of this red paint. And then I throw about 5 or 6 of the flowers in there, and it's like shake and bake. Just shake it up and then put it on a piece of wax paper. I put it in a box so I can move them, and then just let them dry. And I let them dry overnight. So now this wreath form is from the Dollar Tree, and you can use any wreath form. You can even use a wire one. I would just cover it in like burlap or something, so the roses, the wood roses, have something to adhere to. Anyway, the Santa Claus had a clip on the back of it, so that was easy for me to clip onto the wreath form. And here I'm just putting my picks, my greenery picks, two to each side. I probably could have used 3 of them on each side, but that's all I had was 4 total. And so do that to both sides. And then flip it over when you got it how you like it. And I'm going to use some zip ties, but you can use floral wire, or you can use the chenille sticks, or pipe cleaners as we used to call them. And I zip tied it on both sides 2 times, one at the top and one at the bottom. Just a few of the leaves or the stems I zip tied, not all of them, so you don't see them. And so you can decorate it any way you want. I have some white paint that I'm gonna touch the roses up with. You can use bells. I have these little pieces of these little balls that fall off the picks, and I just put them in a baggie, and they come in handy. So now, after you have the pieces that you want to enhance your Santa with, I'm gluing these wooden roses onto the bottom first, and snug right up next to each other. And I apologize for this video. I don't know why it keeps blinking light and dark. I have no idea why that was happening. I was filming this on my phone. It looks like we're having a power outage, or a brownout, but we weren't. So I hope that this doesn't happen again. But I do have a camera now, so I'm going to start using that hopefully soon. Anyway, enough said about that. I put the roses up on the bottom, and then the roses up on the top, and then sporadically wherever there was a hole I would just plop a rose in there or hot glue it in there. And now I'm painting with this white chalk paint the edges of the flowers, just kind of dry brushing them a little bit. Now you can use bells if you want, or you can use pit berries. But I am actually going to use pine cones, and I'm going to use my loose berries here that I've collected over the last couple years. And I'm just going to sporadically glue them onto the picks. And that's it. He's big, so he's hard to keep in the screen, but that's what he looks like. And here was my inspiration I saw at Home Goods, and I don't remember how much it was, but it was a lot of money. And so this is my version of it, and I'm pretty happy with it. And that's all. Just 2 short, quick, simple pieces. Merry Christmas, happy holidays from me, Cheryl at Home Ridge Studio. Please like and subscribe. And with all that being said, have a blessed holiday season. Bye.